Well, hello everybody, welcome back to Only Leeds Bros for the match build-up. Next up for Leeds United, we travel down to London, Dylan, to take on QPR. Tough fixture, a fixture that we don't notoriously do well in, so a couple of Leeds fans have a bit of anxiety built up on this one. Before we get into the video, don't forget, slap a like on the video and hit subscribe to the channel. We're very close to that 2k mark, so really be nice to get over the line before the end of the season. So if you haven't done so already and you're joining the channel, please hit that subscribe button. In the show, we will be getting into all the team news and injury concerns surrounding the club. We'll get into opposition watch. We do a bit of a deep dive into QPR, their recent form, and head-to-head with Leeds United. With myself and Dylan will give our predicted starting 11. We did get it on the money, Dylan, against Millwall. We did say Rotwell will come in. So we'll go through our predicted starting 11, and then we'll also give our match predictions as well. So please let us know your starting lineup and your match predictions, guys, in the comment box below. Before we get into the video, we'll check in on the brother and see how he's keeping.
We're top of the league.
Are you calm now? Because you weren't calm last night.
No, I'm not calm. No, one bit. If you look there and you are whatever side it is against QPR, that's the one that's been bugging me throughout this season. I'm very nervous, Darren. Very nervous. I think this is going to be make or break Leeds United season, if I'm being honest with you.
Yeah, Dylan Joyce down in your bottom right-hand corner there. You do see we'll be live at 12:15 on Saturday morning. We're back for your match watch along for that one. And we'll be in person for the first time. Only Leeds Bros will be doing a match watch along in person. So make sure you pop in for that. And we always have a good bit of crack in that. And we'll pass straight over to Dylan. We'll get straight into it. Let us know what Daniel Farke said in the press conference, Dylan, and any injury concerns ahead of QPR.
So no new injuries, a quick turnaround as you quite expected. It's gone on about hours. I think the last time they did 80 something hours or something like that. They've only 60 now, for recovery.
Quick turnaround, Dylan. It's quick, isn't
it? It's actually terrible, to be fair,
yeah.
the pressure that's been put on them. Especially coming thick and fast at the end of the season. But anyway, that's another day's worry. The reason why Isaac Schmidt wasn't involved was he had a sickness. So with him, wasn't feeling very well. Must have been something, I wasn't feeling great myself, if I have to be honest. That's the real reason why he wasn't involved anyway. He's also hoping that everyone from the last game get through this within the next 24 hours, recovery. A few bangs and knocks, nothing major. He's hoping that everyone will be able to travel to London against QPR. Moving on to Ethan Ampadu, recovery going well. He's progressing. And to be fair, I was quite happy when I heard this. He's back in the boots, lads. He's wearing the football boots again. That's usually a good sign, So he's doing a bit of ball work. Yeah. So he's not doing a whole lot of running, but he is doing a bit of ball work. But then, as Farke said, into the games itself, Ampadu won't be long about getting fit fairly quick. So I'm not too worried about that. Yeah, Darren, that's basically where we're at when it comes to Daniel.
Yeah. So a bit of good news about Ampadu, but again, I think probably let's not count our chickens before the hatch. We'll see how it progresses, because this probably is the most important part when he does get the boots back on and gets back out on the pitch. This is going to tell exactly, so you can do all the strengthening and stuff like that. You don't know until you actually start kicking ball and running around. So it would be an interesting one to keep an eye on. Let's move on then to a little bit of opposition watch. Then we'll take a bit of a deep dive then into QPR. So this is the opposition fact file. So the record: 11 wins, 11 draws, and 15 losses this season for QPR. 44 points altogether over 37 matches. Home record: 7 wins, 5 draws, 6 losses, totaling 26 points. Away record: 4 wins, 6 draws, 7 losses, total 18 points. Goal scores: 41 across the season so far, so that's 1.17 per game. Goals conceded: 45, so they have conceded a little bit more this season, resulting in a -4 goal difference. Top goal scorer for them is Michael Frey. He leads the chart with 8 goals scored across all competitions, 7 in the Championship and 1 in the League Cup. And then the defensive player, Jimmy Dunn, that we do have to look out for, has 5 goals scored this season from the back line. So he is a little bit of a threat as well that Leeds do need to be wary on set pieces on Saturday. And they are 14th in the Championship table. Recent form not looking the greatest for QPR. Have lost the last 4 on the spin. Did beat Derby 4-0. 2-1 loss to Portsmouth. We know what that one feels like, losing that one. 2-1 loss to Sheffield United. 1-0 loss to West Brom. And then their last out on a 2-1 loss then to Middlesbrough, Dylan. So yeah, not on the greatest form, QPR, but we know in this division that form sometimes it does go out the window on any given day. So that's hopefully Leeds United make that 5 losses in a row for QPR on the weekend. The head-to-head then for Leeds United and QPR faced each other a total 24 times in competitive matches. Leeds United lead the charts head-to-head with 11 wins, while QPR have secured 7 victories and 6 matches have ended in draws. The recent counters: Leeds United defeated QPR 2-0 at Ellen Road in the Championship earlier on in the season. We remember that one quite well. Then the 26th of April 2024, where QPR smashed us 4-0 down on Loftus Road, which essentially ended our promotion hopes that day. We all kind of knew after that one that it was out the window and we were into the playoffs. So they bet us 4-0 that day. Let's hope there isn't a repeat of that one on Saturday. And then October the 4th, 2023, Leeds United ran out 1-0 winners against QPR at Ellen Road, Dylan. So, yeah, some parts in there gives you a little bit of hope, and then other parts bring you back down to reality. And probably the main one there, Dylan, is the 4-0 loss last season. It's the one that we look back on and remember. It probably still stings as Leeds United fans, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's a stinger, alright. I think the players' mentality going into this game is the main effect of what's going to happen in this match and the outcome. Boys just need to be in tip-top shape, and to be quite honest with you, I'm worrying that is Ampadu a big miss for this game, just to be a bit more vocal. I know Stroke is. I know the last game, you did say Stroke is doing the job at the back and also wearing the captain's armband. But just for me, just to shove a rocket up each individual on that team, kind of get us across the line, because I can see this being a very scrappy game, Darren, very scrappy. And as I said at the start of the video, this could be a make or break for Leeds United season, this game.
I think it's a big one, Dylan. I think it'd be nice to go down there and get 3 points. That would be massive confidence then, wouldn't it, into this team? And then we go into the international break with 8 games left to go. Like the season, it's going to be over thick and fast before we know it. And we're really getting out to crunch time now at the minute. But I do have to say, Dylan, I'm quietly confident. I don't know why. I really, really don't, because I look across social media and Twitter, you can see there's already a bit of a meltdown and everyone's kind of hesitant about QPR. I don't know what it is. There's something in me. I'm just confident. I really am confident about going out. And I could eat my words on Saturday when the game is over, but at the minute, I'm full of confidence.
I hope you're right, Darren. I really do. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I'm not one bit confident. Not one bit. I take a draw. If you tell me now you get a draw at QPR, I'd snap the hand off you for it. I'm just... I don't know. I think it's because it's coming to the end of the season and you get them, flashbacks from last season and in the past, and there's a lot more on the line this time if Leeds don't go up, potentially players being sold. And, let's be honest, the Ellen Road expansion will probably be put on hold. There's a lot of things that will be put in the stop.
It's not going to happen. We're going up. We're going to be promoted. Positivity and confidence, lads. I believe it 100%. We can't think about any of that, Dylan. You have to just push on. We have to look at these next 9 games.
I'm not giving you the spooks of your back.
You did. Listening to that. I'm not even listening to that. I can't. I'm not letting myself go down my little rabbit hole. I'm going down because
I know. I'm with you. No, look, I'm still convinced. Yeah. I'm still convinced we're gonna go up. All the happy moments we've had throughout this season, it's been phenomenal. Pure phenomenal.
We've had some great times, Dylan. When you look at just to reel off the bat, like the 7-0 against Cardiff, like that's something that will go down forever. The last minute winners against Sunderland and Sheffield United. We've had some brilliant moments so far this season. And I think there's more to come, but I just don't think it's going to end. I can see us.
We've had bad ones as well.
Please, when we go over to the Bristol game. Yeah, we have had bad ones, but that's season. It's 46 game season, Dylan. You're always going to have your ups and downs, but I'm confident. I really am, Dylan. I'm confident we go down to QPR, slap them up, and after we beat them 3-0 on Saturday, you'd be turning around going, "You were right there, I told you." Yeah.
Look, I think last season it was a bit more, you could say, harder, the Championship. It's always going to be in the back of your head for everyone. Yeah. But I am confident, 110%. But there's no one better than us in this league. I will admit that. Even if we end up in the playoffs. Regardless, I'm telling you now.
I'm not listening. No playoffs.
Let's
move on then to our predicted start in 11, Dylan, because I'm not that playoff word is not going to be. So we've gone with the starting lineup again, Dylan. I just think Joe Rotwell, we've seen what he provided against Millwall. Just for me, he has to start, and I probably think that Daniel Farke should realise now that Joe Rotwell has to start in there without Tanaka. So I'm going to go with the exact same lineup. He's not going to drop Brendan Aronson. He loves him. Piro's scoring goals, and he actually thought he was decent against Millwall. Second half, gave it away a couple of times. Dan James, we know what he can do. Solomon know what he can do. So I think it's going to be unchanged against QPR. I'd be very, very surprised. You went with something a little bit different. You think he's going to shake it up. You think he's going to bring Ilya Gruev back into the starting lineup. What's your thoughts of that? Is it just Daniel Farker away games? Is that what it is? Or do you think there's a tactical reason why he might bring him back in?
There's actually two reasons, Darren, to be fair. So one is I've seen the meltdown on Twitter and Instagram and whatever about how much Joe Rotwell should start. And that indicates to me straight off the bat the Fark's just going to do the opposite, just to wind us all up. Number one. Number two, we did say in the press conference, how important these midfielders are, of how he's constantly being wary about them and having to change. And it's an away game again, and I know the last outing against Portsmouth, Gruev was probably the worst game I've seen him in a Leeds United shirt. But I think it's all mind games that he's playing with the players. But he wants the best from each individual, and to a certain degree, I don't really. I want Rowell to start, by the way, just to confirm that. That's not the line I wants. That's what I think he's going to go with. But I just if he does go with Gruev, I hope he plays a much better game than what he played against Portsmouth. As I said, yesterday in the player ratings, you look at Joe Rotwell and he's just the main engine in that middle of the park, and he just.
Well, I think it's experience as well. Dylan, like he's got eldest division with Southampton last season. He was part of that squad. He's got eldest division with Bournemouth as well. So he knows how to get eldest division as well, Dylan, doesn't he? And look at we've got Patrick Bamford that's in the background, but like he's not really involved in the squad. But I just think that experience of someone who's done it not just once, has done it twice, could be absolutely valuable in this team, Dylan. So I think Joe Rotwell is imperative to get into this team, and it's shown every time him and Tanaka has played, they've been very, very good together. So I think we have to go with them down in QPR 100%. Dylan, give us your match predictions then anyway.
I think it's going to be 2-1 to Leeds.
2-1 Leeds. Scorers?
Pirro and Solomon.
Nice. I'm actually confident that I'm going to go 3-0 Leeds.
Nice.
I really am.
Nice.
I'm going to go Dan James, Solomon again, and Joel Pirro. I'm going to predict Joel Pirro every game for the rest of the season. So I'm going to go 3 different goal scorers. Nice early goal. One just before half time, 2-0, and then one about the 80th minute then just to wrap it up and seal the points. And Sheffield United slip up this weekend as well, and we extend the lead down to 5 points at the top, and everyone calms themselves down. That's my prediction for this weekend. So let's hope that comes off. Now it's over to you guys. Your chance. Let us know your predicted 11 in the comment box below. Who would you bring in? Would you go and change, or if there is any changes, let us know, and also let us know your score predictions as well. We love to hear them, and your goal scores as well. Dylan, anything to say before we wrap it up for the match build-up?
Oh, just same again, guys. I know I keep banging the drum, and it looks like I'm playing the violin, but thanks to everyone that's been commenting, subscribing, liking. We can't do it without you, so I'm delighted and glad that we can provide this type of content to you. So yeah, thanks very much.
Yeah, love it. As Dylan said, just to echo what he says, please don't forget, slap a like on the video and hit subscribe to the channels. We'll chat you all again soon. We will be back live at 12:15 on Saturday for your match watch along in person. So make sure you pop in for that one. That should be a good one. Have a good weekend. We'll chat you all again very soon. Mind yourselves and mind each other.